Good afternoon, members of the African Kingdom. It's official. This is the most corrupt authoritarian, wannabe authoritarian regime in the history of the country. Today, Trump's legal team said they are going to drop the $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS for leaking Trump's tax records back in 2019 and 2020, and they are going to take the second settlement offer, which is establishing a fund, $1.776 billion fund to play on the 250th anniversary of the country, to pay out supposed victims from the Biden administration or that were targets under the Biden administration, the weaponization of justice, Trump claims. It's called the Anti-Weaponization Fund is what the Trump administration is calling it. It's supposed to last through the middle of December 2028. Trump is going to have the power to issue apologies through the IRS and pay people who submit claims through the Treasury Department. Only Trump will be able to fire the members of the commission board that he places there to oversee the fund. Todd Blanche, the acting attorney general, does not specifically address whether members of the Trump family can make claims from the fund, but we saw leaked details last week that said although individuals from the Trump family might not be able to issue claims, but Trump businesses and organizations can. So essentially, Trump can use the Treasury Department to pay out as much as he wants from this slush fund to himself through his businesses. This is crazy. This is also crazy because Trump's complaint comes from the fact that his tax records were leaked, which he claims is due to Biden's weaponization of the IRS and government institutions against him. There's one problem with this. His tax records were leaked, under his first administration as president. So they were actually leaked when Trump was president, not when Biden was president. So that doesn't make any sense. But that's what's going on. This is happening today. And in essence, Trump has agreed to drop the $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS because he was due to appear in court this Wednesday, May 20th, and present to a judge how it's not a conflict of interest to use his own IRS and Treasury Department to settle lawsuits and pay him out for his supposed victimization by the Biden administration, which again doesn't make sense because this happened on his own watch during his first administration. So we will see. This fund again is going to be able to pay out J6ers who again attacked the Capitol, threatened to unalive Trump's own Vice President Mike Pence, threatened to unalive senators and House members of the Democratic Party. So this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Just another glaring example of how corrupt this regime is. And we're not going to get any justice. Oh, here's one of the craziest statements about this. Trump's legal team today said they were ending the lawsuit because, quote unquote, no judicial analysis is appropriate. Well, they're not going to, that's not going to fly. There's going to be judges all over the country that challenge the legality of this. And so this is not going to be the last of it. And let's hope a federal judge stops this in its tracks, because this is the most corrupt move we possibly have ever seen from a government actor or president in trying to pay himself for a bogus lawsuit that he actually dropped. So stay tuned. We already have Congress members like Wyden from Oregon calling this the most corrupt move by a president ever. And it goes on and on. So stay tuned, MAGAs. MAGAs, you did not vote for the most transparent president administration of all time.
I voted for Trump to root out fraud, waste, corruption, and abuse. And unless he's committing it, unless he and his family are committing it every day, then it's okay. La, la, la. I don't see it. I don't hear it.
So stay tuned. Hopefully a federal judge stops this in its tracks. But just another glaring example. Another day in the life of the corrupt Trump regime. And this country's in trouble. But stay tuned for more updates on what's going on with this case. But this is insane work. The most corrupt administration in the history of our country by far. It's not even close. Stay tuned.